Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com. Fortune favors the brave.
That was
Okay.
the chair. That
Was
was
it?
my chair.
Yeah, nobody can hear it anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it, James.
You never know, though.
No, we do and we don't.
But it was the chair.
No, we don't. Welcome back.
Welcome back. I am so excited to be here.
Fortune favors the brave, James.
It is the bold, right?
It's both. So I had to physically look it up.
Okay.
I've seen that Matt Damon ad 50,000 times.
Yeah.
I didn't know. You and I were joking about it on the couch. Like, I didn't know the rest of the world hated it too, where they were just like, what are we doing here?
Hated the Matt Damon?
Yeah. If you don't
Ad.
invest in crypto,
Yeah.
you're a loser.
You're a coward.
You're a coward. And what are you doing with your money?
No good things will come to you.
Yeah, people on Twitter are asking Matt Damon, when does he have enough money? Like, when is it enough that you're not doing, what is it? Is it crypto.com?
Yes,
It is,
crypto.com.
okay, crypto.com. And they just bought out Staples Center. So it's no longer Staples Center anymore. As
Crypto
of
Center.
after last week.
Crypto.com.
It is the crypto.com.
Got to. You got
Center.
to. They couldn't get, I love when they can't quite get the perfect.
Yeah, crypto.com center. Hey, meet me at the crypto.com center.
It just rolls off the tongue, right?
It's LA. How is nobody just calling it the Crips? Like, it's the home
Crip
of the
Center?
Crips. Yeah.
They will.
One would think.
They will. If it pops into your mind, someone else will.
But with the Matt Damon thing, you and I were joking about it because I said it was Fortune. Well, same thing. If you're a loser if you don't have crypto, okay? You have no fortune if you don't have crypto. Fortune
You're just not going to
favors
get
the brave.
ahead.
No.
You're just not going to get ahead.
You're going to be a loser.
You will stay in the horrible, funk, stagnant life that you're in now. But if you want to be like me, Matt Damon,
Yeah.
right? If you want to be brave.
We had to look it up because you and I thought it was bold. It was bold. Apparently, there is brave as well. Why they decided to go with that phrase, I don't know. Why Matt Damon decided to do that commercial, I don't know either. They must have really backed up the truck.
It's a famous quote.
It is.
So how do you get to change the famous quote?
Both, I guess, were equally used at one point in time, not during our lifetime, but another lifetime. And I wonder if there was some copyright issue with that, where they were like, oh, maybe somebody copyrighted that phrase. I'm not sure. Either way, Matt Damon's getting torched for doing this ad. And as well, he's not the demographic for crypto, okay? I want to see somebody dirty like Giorgio.
Yeah.
I want to see somebody filthy on there.
So you need Pete Davidson in the commercial.
Yes.
Yes. Or you know who would be great actually is Delco while he was in Delco.
Oh, with
Did you
one
guys-
chain on a street corner. But just, here's what that
With
commercial
the beanie
should be.
all the way down.
Yep. Here's what the commercial should be. It's just somebody endlessly
Yep.
refreshing their app to see how much it's changed, because that's pretty much what everybody in crypto does all day long.
If I'm directing that commercial, yeah. It's
all I'm doing.
Delco at his parents' house,
Yeah.
which is so Delco. It's not even,
Yeah.
he went to a Delco set and said, hey guys, I'm back home. And it's like, no, you didn't. They have that there where you can actually go and take pictures like you're back home.
Yeah.
It's the Silver Lining Playbook set.
Right. If you pitched my parents' house
They'd
to
be like,
Hollywood, they'd
nah.
be like, it's too on the nose.
It's too on the nose. It's just too, I don't think people will believe that this is really Delco, right? Have him there just endlessly scrolling on a lazy boy. With a what? A hoagie?
Hoagie.
Hoagie, yeah.
What kind of beer do they drink in Delco?
We got Yingling.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Rolling Rock.
Yeah.
Great, dude.
Oh, and Rolling Rock,
Rolling
too.
Rock, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. God, Rolling Rock was like the first step up of like your out of high school beers, where you're like, all right,
Oh, yeah.
I'm done drinking Busch Light. what's the classy step up? Rolling Rock.
Rolling Rock. Mine
Tasted
was-
like shit. I always hated it, but I was like, oh man, I'm 23 now.
Right.
Shouldn't be drinking Rolling Rock.
I think mine was Sam Adams.
Oh yeah, sis.
Didn't love it, but I felt like
Samuel.
it was grown up.
Samuel Adams. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was like a craft
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah. It's the Samuel Adams Oktoberfest.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
That
Sure.
was a nice one.
Winterfest. Yeah.
Delco almost died, by the way.
What?
Yeah, we were in some text exchange, and he almost died.
Okay.
He was in the same windstorm that we were, but his was worse because he flew later on in the evening. You said it was what, 60-mile-an-hour winds?
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that.
That's what I heard it was.
But they were trying to. So what they did was they delayed the flight. They wanted to revert to Memphis, so they got enough. It's a savvy move by the pilot, by the way, because then people rebooked. We got less weight on the plane.
Yep.
He's like, all right, we
Okay.
might have enough gas to make it to Austin. Halfway
And
across
he's
the
saying
country.
all of this stuff too,
Yes.
right?
We were in the air, and
Yeah.
he said, we're gonna we're kind of lost in space right now. We lost contact with air traffic control. It's like, man,
Sometimes they do get a little bit too honest,
Yeah.
right? And you're like, just tell me, you know what I mean? Just tell me we're hitting a little bit of turbulence and we don't have any drinks. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
or it's going to be another 15 minutes. All the things that they say, but sometimes they'll get real honest, and I don't
Don't
need
want
it.
that.
No, and
don't
it's
want that.
like, look, if a flight is delayed or late or whatever, you forget that the pilot is working overtime. He's getting a little groggy himself.
Sure.
Things might start to get real loose off the cuff at that point. I don't blame him.
no, he did so much paperwork
Yeah.
before the flight.
Oh, yeah, the paperwork. We're just waiting on the paperwork.
And when I told him was you and I flew earlier in the day.
Yeah.
And it was about 30 to 40-mile-an-hour winds. And you almost threw up all over the plane.
Well, I'm a motion sickness queen. We all know that. And so it really was a trying situation for that. And, you know, all my motion sickness people out there, what up? Right? It
Yo,
just
yo.
is what? You're right here?
Oh yeah.
It just is what it is. There's literally nothing you can do about it.
I don't really want to stroke my ego because,
Oh, you would never.
I would never. But, probably the most famous person on that flight. So if I did die, that's the headline.
I think about that all the time.
Right,
You did the scan?
I'm not.
You're sure?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, it's a Delco plane. It's a Philly plane, late
Yeah.
night.
Yep.
Not a whole lot of talent on that plane.
Sure.
I was sitting next to a dude with a Brian Dawkins jersey who was coughing the entire time, and I told him to face the other direction because I'm like, you have COVID.
Yeah, you're going to die.
How fun.
Come on through, D'Anthony. How you doing?
Fun.
D'Anthony Holloway, ladies and gentlemen. You're not on camera, by the way. Okay. If you wanted to be, you could, though, We're shooting multiple shows today here
Sure.
at the old Tetherball Academy Media. Another fun day. We're back.
Sure.
New Year's.
We're back.
New
I
Year.
am happy. I have missed everyone here. I've missed the peeps in the chat. My kids and family just didn't really do it for me.
Sure.
This is where I'm most fulfilled.
Comfortable.
Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, I'm just not.
Yeah. I understand.
Nowhere else do I get that feeling of home.
Yeah. Then
Then
right
here.
Right here at
Right
the
here.
old ones and twos.
The old ones and twos.
So
Bob, sorry, really quick. How was your exciting holiday?
yeah, was it good?
You stayed home, huh?
Oh yeah. Baby's first Christmas.
Oh, what a dream. You didn't go anywhere.
No, we didn't go.
You
we
don't
didn't do a
even
fucking thing.
you didn't have to deal with any of this shit.
No, I just stayed at home.
Yeah.
It was 80 degrees, which I actually hated, but
I know it's bad, right? When I heard it was going to be 83, I was like, fuck
Oof.
that.
I would have been
that.
so pissed off.
I know.
just
Yeah.
let me put a sweater on.
Please.
Yeah.
I will say this because we were in North Carolina. I was at the beach every day. So
Right,
people were
but
like,
it
"Oh, hey,
wasn't
you
like
look great." I got some color. I
yeah.
finally got some sun for about 5 days in a row. Yeah, it was about 73 every single day. I mean, it was beautiful.
Right, but with a wind, a little bit of a chill, like Bob's saying,
Yeah.
you put on a sweater,
At
right?
night.
That's literally
At
all
night,
we
I
want.
put on I had a pullover.
Yep.
Bob,
Yep.
I had a pullover.
Yep.
Did you watch West Side Story over the holidays
I didn't get a chance to see it.
Oh
we
my
we
God.
did.
on HBO Max?
It's on HBO Max now?
Yes,
I want to see it.
It's been on since
He
fucking
wants
day
to
one.
see it in the theater,
I
but
wanna
he
see it in
won't
the
ever do it.
It's out of the theaters.
We
now.
did go see Spider-Man. That was because her mom was here, so we were like, all right, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Okay.
I wanted
I
to see
do
a
love
movie.
that
Did you go to Evo?
No, we went to just some dog shit, like regular movie theater.
Gross.
It sucked. And I was like trying to order drinks and it was all like behind the counter. And the only fun part of that experience was confusing the fuck out of a 16-year-old with my drink order who like just had no idea what anything was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was gross. I was like looking at everyone around me like they were beneath me, like peasants.
Oh, for sure.
I was just like, this is, ugh.
Yeah.
You're just in like a normal, like old school theater.
Yeah.
That's not how we do it.
I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore.
That's not how we do it, Bob. But I do like that you're doing your part for musical cinema by going out
To see Spider-Man.
Yes.
And good for you.
You were
And,
with your mom, right?
No, he was getting out of the house with his wife.
Mother-in-law was watching the baby.
Do you know what I mean? Like they got
Sure.
out.
So Spider-Man was your first choice over West Side Story.
I wanted to see it. I got to see Toby.
Oh God.
He wanted to see it.
You're the reason West Side Story, Bob.
Yeah, you're the
I know.
problem.
I know.
You're
He knew
it.
it and he thought about it.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's told us about it, but he knew it, he thought about it.
He's not
and
going to
he
save
said,
West Side Story by
No,
himself.
no.
No.
You could have done your part. You know?
But he said, you know what? This is my one night out.
Yeah. And guess what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to go see the movie that's made $1.6 billion versus something that I
gonna
dreamed
throw him a
about
couple
starring
shekels.
in as a boy.
I'm going to throw him. He starred in it, actually.
I know.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
could
that
have,
dream's long fulfilled.
Yeah. He's good. He doesn't need that shit.
but that could have been you in the movie, and you could have seen it and compared your performances.
I know.
No, he is way too white to
Okay.
get any parts.
No, the Ansel anal guy.
One of the gangs is white.
Yeah. There's a honky gang.
They're
in
not
there.
It's a
That
honky
white,
game and a
though.
Puerto Rican gang.
Yeah.
No,
They're
they're like
not-
Irish. They're like,
They're not see-through.
that's, well, who
Well,
is?
yeah.
When they make a sequel and there's sewer people as another gang, then
When your people get their time, right? Like women, we had ours.
yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of Me Too, right?
Yep.
It's not your time right now, but maybe, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the super pale, we've talked about it before, maybe his time will come.
But it's 200 years past my time.
It is.
But it's all cyclical.
Yeah.
You know what I
It
mean?
is.
It all
It
comes,
comes
it all
back. Yeah.
comes
It all
back.
comes back
if-
around.
It all comes back
If we
around.
got dropped, like if we flew through a wormhole and got dropped in like 1700,
Boom.
and people ran up to us, they would walk up to me and be like, "Excuse me, Lord, who are your slaves?"
Yeah.
Would you and your slaves need
Yep.
shelter? They can get the barn.
Yep.
This seems like a dream that you
No,
have
he dreams
every
about
night.
it every night.
It
I
is,
know.
yeah.
He
Like,
dreams
please,
about it
Just
God.
being a
every night.
plantation owner.
Please, God.
Plantation owner.
Just someone confusing him for a plantation owner.
Yeah.
Just any kind of nobleman. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at that point, it was just a given that you had slaves. Do you know what I mean? He just wanted to be in that time when
Sure.
you don't have to ask. It's just implied
Instead, we're in a time where people are apologizing for taking pictures
with their friend.
with their friends for 40 years.
Well, no, that's cyclical too, because you have to apologize for taking a picture with the black guy again.
Right.
Oh, you're right. Oh my God.
Circle of life.
Right?
Yeah, and if you don't know
Right?
what we're talking about, it's Patton Oswalt
Yes.
and Dave Chappelle. Mm-hmm. They did a little stand-up show together, which is nice for friends.
Did they do a stand-up show together?
I think they were on the same bill. You can correct me if I'm wrong. They ran into each other
I really think, yeah, I think,
backstage.
yep.
And they took a photo together.
Mm-hmm.
Can we pop up that photo, Bob, of Patton Oswalt? Just he looks like kind of a lost lesbian these days. Like I'm
He's
not
always
sure
sort of.
what Patton Oswalt is going through right now. His whole shit. By the way, I used to be a fan of his. He kind of lost me when his wife died, and then he got remarried. Like, I don't know, 6 months later or engaged.
Why
There it
did
is.
he lose you then?
That's a little too soon for me. Like, he was championing his wife and her cause and the book and everything else. Pop that picture up one more time, Bob. There he is. The other one where he's leaning
That's
on
Natty
the shoulder.
Gann
There
that
we
he
go.
married.
That's
Remember
the one that
Natty
everybody's.
Gann, guys?
Yeah. Natty Gann?
Right?
Who's Natty Gann?
She's the girl from that Disney movie back in the day.
Oh God, I don't know who that is.
We're going to find it.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. But
We're going to find it. Bob's going to put it up after this whole story. But anyway, so his transition lenses are clear. They're inside
Yep. Yeah.
because he does do a transition.
Yep. You bet.
They're inside. I don't know if it's backstage somewhere or they're doing a show or whatever. Now, I follow Patton Oswalt from. I just haven't unfollowed him from his wife's
From his wife,
his
the
wife's,
one who
his
died.
dead wife's book tour. I
Yes.
kind of loved that he finished that book for her. That was her dream
Yeah.
about the Golden State Killer. They found, her book in some ways led to him being caught and all of these things. And he kind of went on the book tour, and it was really tragic. It was a nice thing that he did, whatever. So I was following him since then. So I saw the picture of him, didn't think one thing of it. Then I saw the apology.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can go, I don't know if it was the next day or whatever. It's him writing, there we go. It's him contemplating, and he just wants to let everyone know.
Yeah, and by the way, he did not perform with him. Just to
Yes, he did.
Oh, he did.
Okay, so they
he said
performed
finish
together.
the set at McCall and get a text from Chappelle. Come on over to the arena he's performing at next door. Oh, and do a guest set. Yes, I was correct.
Okay.
And he said, why not? I waved goodbye to this hell year with a genius I started comedy with 34 years ago. He works in an arena like he's talking to one person and charming their skin off. Anyway, I ended the year with a real friend and a deep laugh. Can't ask for much more.
Okay, that was the first.
That was the first post, right?
The first post.
It was nice.
Leave it at that.
Friends for 35 years.
Friends for 35 years.
Why not?
Despite your political differences, right? What a great message.
Yeah, I don't even know if they have political differences.
Oh, he's very, very liberal.
Patton. Chappelle? I don't know what Chappelle is, to be honest with you.
Huh. Okay.
Do you?
No, I don't know what he is, but I know he's a lot more controversial than Patton Oswalt.
Yeah. But not politically per se, just in the realm of comedy. Patton Oswalt has gotten pretty safe. He used to be pretty edgy, but he's gotten pretty safe with his material. And then what happened was after this nice post with his friend,
Sure.
there was a bunch of backlash on Twitter.
Backlash.
Yeah. You're with that transphobic, and how could you do this?
We cannot handle, if there's one thing we cannot handle as a species, it's backlash.
Yeah, from Twitter.
Twitter backlash will cripple someone.
So let me ask you this. Do you think it was Twitter, or do you think it was Hollywood where he was worried about pissing off people in Hollywood? Because he still does like TV shows and stuff. He was on that AP bio last year that got canceled. That's what I was trying to figure out with this, of like, why then write this lengthy apology afterwards on Instagram? I think it probably came from a manager or an agent who said, look, we're still submitting you for projects and you need to appease this fucking mob.
I disagree.
Really?
I think he felt the need to do that himself. That's
No shit.
That's very on brand for him.
Yeah, and I think it was maybe some calls. Maybe he talked to his, right?
Yeah.
I think one or two people kind of said something to him, and he was like, oh, shit.
He cares more about politics than pretty much anything, including probably comedy at this point. That's what it seems like.
With Trump, like, he really went a little bit.
He was definitely one of the people who went
nuts.
Yeah.
Very passionate.
I'm going to pull up his Instagram because the monitor's a little far from me, and just kind of read this post because it got really deep and intense where I was just like, man.
No, it's self-righteous, and it's bullshit, and it really negates the whole. If I was Dave Chappelle, I would be like, fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But hey, who cares? But yeah, what did he say?
Who cares? Basically, I can't pull it up. I got a brand new computer, so I don't have any of it saved anymore.
Okay, well, I took a screenshot of it because I was like,
We can have Rob do a reading.
Oh, Rob, would you like to? Could you
Always.
Can you do it in a soft Patton Oswalt voice? You can leave the Instagram post up on screen. That way you can read over it properly, and we can really give you the forum that you need here. We're going to give you the platform for this.
warm your voice up?
Yeah,
Yep.
I just had to take a drink of water.
Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely, because it's lengthy.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Okay, I'm ready.
There you go.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let me just make sure I can scroll. Okay.
Oh boy, you have to scroll.
Be very
Look, it's
sorry.
a fucking...
Be very, sorry, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, be
You know what I
very
mean?
sorry about it, Bob.
Do this one very apologetic.
Yes.
I saw a friend I hadn't seen in a long time this New Year's Eve.
Nailed it. Nailing it.
We've known each other since we were teens. He's a fellow comedian, the funniest I've ever met. I wanted to post a pic and an IG story about it, so I did.
Ooh.
The friend is Dave Chappelle. 34 years we've been friends. He's refocused and refined ideas a lot of us took as settled about race and history and life on planet Earth and spun them around with a phrase or punchline. We've done bad and good gigs, open mics and TV tapings, but we also 100% disagree about transgender rights and representation. I support trans people's rights, anyone's rights, to live safely in their world as their fullest selves.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
For all the things he's helped me evolve on, I'll always disagree with where he stands now on transgender issues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also don't believe a seeker like him is done evolving, learning. Yeah. And then it just goes on like this.
Then it just
Sure.
it really just digresses into.
Bob, that was
And
great. Can we get an applause for Bob, please?
Bob, that was the exact tone that needed to take. 100%.
Beautiful. That was beautiful what we had there. I mean, Delco, that, not only is that your co-host on Softcore History podcast, but that was a reading that took place next to you that deserved a round of applause. I'm sad that I had to ask you for it. I thought that was pretty much a given at that point. Give him one more for the ladies out there. There you go. Nice job, Bob.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in the comments who are saying nice job, Bob.
You can ask every girl I've dated, though. It's hard to get a compliment out of me.
Okay. Yeah, no, we get that. Vince Young Steakhouse.
We could have fucking told you
Yeah,
that.
we could have told you that. We didn't need to ask any girls.
Yeah.
We could have asked Vince Young.
If you want us to call up
Steakhouse.
some girls for you.
Yeah, we'll
and
call them
get
live
them
on
in
air.
and ask them.
Yeah.
Some exes? No?
Call him live on air. With all this, if this is where we're at anymore, why do comedy? How do you call yourself a comedian anymore? If you can't see the difference between different comedian styles and everything else, I don't understand the need to apologize or anything else. Like to me, he's turned into what Sarah Silverman is. Mm-hmm. Tim Dillon the other day on his show was talking about Sarah Silverman, what she's doing on her podcast now, and just apologizing for everything in her past. She was an edgy comedian as well at one point, as was Patton Oswalt. And they've completely gone down this white guilt road of like, I've got to apologize for everything. To my knowledge, unless he has some other experience with Dave Chappelle has never said, I hate transgender people. Get them out of my fucking face. He was telling jokes in a stand-up routine. To my knowledge, he doesn't have some transphobia and hate transgender people, unless you guys know any different than me.
No, he just says that he thinks like men are men and women are women. He does, but he's like, if you want to transition, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
like,
pretty-
just don't make me.
He's pretty middle of the road.
Just don't make me have to explain pronoun.
And I think
same with us.
He doesn't even care about pronouns. He was just like, he essentially his entire thing boiled down to there's a difference between men and women.
He also
right.
is just mad.
But everyone here, what?
He's mad because he did have a transgender friend that like was bullied by the trans community to kill herself. So
Yeah.
like that's kind of his beef with them.
Yes, exactly. And so he explains all of that. I don't know if anyone actually watched the special or if they just want to be outraged by it. But that's exactly right, is that he's sort of just like, I'm not going to not be mad at some, I think he's sort of just like, he doesn't discriminate on if he doesn't like you.
To me,
Certain person, he's not going to say, oh, I can't say anything bad about them because they're transgender. No,
Yeah.
they were an asshole. They happen to be transgender. I'm going to talk shit about them. I'm not talking about the whole community, whatever.
to me, I've already canceled Patton Oswalt. Like, I'm all done with his bullshit and everything else.
He's devastated.
Again, I was done with his the wife thing. I mean,
Can you find the Natty Gann poster? John Cusack's in it. It's an old Disney movie.
God damn
it's
it!
an
I
imprint.
can't. We
it's
can't.
an imprint.
we
It's
can't do
imprinted.
it. With
it.
the dead wife thing, I don't know that he killed his wife.
I know. That's all I was thinking. That's why I started following him.
A
I
lot
was
of
like,
people did, and so
how perfect.
she found if you don't know who his ex-wife was, McNamara. What's her first name? Was it Kate?
Michelle
McNamara. Yeah. She had the book about finding the Golden State Killer. I mean, she won all kinds of awards and everything else. He finished it up for her and was like, "Oh my God, this is my wife, and this is the most amazing thing ever." But then he got engaged and remarried
she died
within
in
like
her sleep.
Yeah.
Not very old. Died in her sleep next to him.
Yeah. And then he got remarried less than a year later.
Just saying.
Yeah.
To this person, can we put up the journey of Natty Gann? You don't remember that?
No. No one knows this movie.
Yeah, the people in the no.
No one knows this movie. This is like poor people shit that you find at like a fucking truck
it's
stop.
not.
Yes,
No, it's
this
not.
is a truck stop fucking VCR tape.
No, it's not.
Nobody
People are backing me up.
No, nobody knows what Natty Gann is. This is
John
like
Cusack is in it.
so. Would you say that's a Cusack movie?
It was an
If you're
imprint
naming
on me.
Cusack movies, are we saying Natty Gann is at the top of
Anyways,
his
he's
list?
married to that girl, the Natty Gann girl.
Oh, the girl who was in this weird movie that nobody's heard of? Great.
Yeah.
Great. Maybe Patton Oswalt was a huge fan
He could look.
as a kid.
Come on, guys.
No
I
one.
have
never
that
heard of
movie. I love Natty Gann.
Nope. Walmart bargain
favorite as a
bins.
kid.
This looks
Never
like
heard of it. Never heard of it.
You asked your mom for like a Newsies VHS, and
Yes.
she brought this instead.
It was a little bit Newsies. It was like Newsies meets fried green tomatoes.
This is definitely like a truck stop where you pull over,
No.
you're getting gas, and there's a bunch of them in like a bin, and you're
I
like, oh,
actually
hey.
may not have owned it. It was like taped off the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So nobody's seen
the
this
journey
movie.
of people.
But his new
so
wife
many
is in it.
people.
He remarried less than a year
She's
later.
in Dream a Little Dream too.
Was she the lead in Dream a Little Dream?
I don't know, Bob.
What's her name? Is it Natty Gann?
Meredith Salinger
Yeah,
Pull
Meredith
up a
Thank
picture
you,
of her.
Will.
If that's the girl from
Thank you,
Dream a
Will.
Little Dream, I'm going to fucking lose my mind.
with Roe. Patton's wife was a junkie and passed in her sleep. Whoopsie daisy.
Was it
Sarah.
really?
No. I mean,
Oh.
she was definitely doing like I think an Adderall Xanax situation because she was up. Where's Dream a Little
Holy
Dream, bro?
shit.
What? Oh, that's the wedding. But yeah, she's
That's
in,
her?
She's in Dream a Little Dream.
That's the lead girl in Dream a Little Dream.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was on her Wikipedia.
And,
Whoa,
and
whoa,
Natty
whoa,
Gann.
whoa, whoa,
And
whoa.
more importantly, Natty Gann. But yeah,
I
mean,
was
everyone I
unaware.
think knows her more from the journey of
I
Natty Gann.
love Dream a Little Dream. I know exactly who this is. She was
I don't
hot as
know.
fuck. She still looks great.
I never saw Dream a Little Dream. That's some truck stop.
He couldn't
bullshit.
wait for her. Now that I know who this is, I bet he couldn't wait for his wife to die. My God, man. That would be like if I died and you married Brendan Fraser. That's a big boy move right there.
Yes, I am waiting
Yeah.
for that to happen.
Surprised you didn't pull the plug when I was in the hospital.
Me too.
Shit.
Me too.
My God, man.
Me
You
too.
married the fucking girl from Dream a Little Dream?
Now I don't know Dream a Little Dream.
Damn
I
it.
was more of a
Great
I said.
movie. That was both. It was a Corey's movie. That was both Haim and Feldman.
Is she on the poster?
She's the lead.
Shut up.
She's the lead in Dream a Little Dream,
Oh,
dude.
okay, so she's
we
got-
all loved her as a kid.
Right. So
God
she's got a
damn it.
little bit of a like tomboy hot thing going on, almost like our neighbor.
Our neighbor. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We have a famous neighbor that we can't say, but yeah, that's funny.
That's hot in that way.
That's funny.
Elijah Wood.
What?
Elijah Wood.
So anyway,
Man, I am shocked. I'm clutching my pearls, my invisible pearls. I did not know he married the girl from Dream a Little
Natty
Dream.
Gann, I know, me
he
neither.
couldn't fucking wait for her to die. He couldn't wait for his wife to die. There's no way you marry somebody within a year that you just met and you're like, oh yeah, let's just get married. He had to have met her before at some gig.
well, he must have grown up watching the journey
We all
of
did.
Natty Gann.
No one has seen that
Stop
fucking
it.
truck stop movie.
Everyone's seen it.
Your parents came home, popped that in the VCR, and they're like,
All right.
share this cake.
Whatever.
This 3-year-old birthday cake that's been in the freezer. And then watch this $4 DVD or VCR tape. Now I feel
Never
bad
had
for you.
cake in the freezer.
Now I feel bad for you. Yeah, poor people freeze cake. They freeze birthday cake, and then they give you old VCR tapes of movies that aren't real movies. Natty Gann.
Everyone's
There was a
seen it.
dog on that thing. What, was there a dog in the movie?
Yes, it's a wolf.
Yeah.
She actually she's like this same kind of deal as Dream a Little Dream, but just like a younger, more tomboy kind of hot. John Cusack and her kind of have a thing. She jumps on, she's like a little hobo.
Cusack
right?
probably
You know who else
boned
is
her.
in it? Your buddy,
Who?
Ray.
Ray Wise? Uh-huh. Is he really?
Yeah, he's the dad.
Great actor. Great man.
Great actor.
Great man. I love Ray Wise.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite
He's the dad
humans.
in it.
Is he?
Yeah, kicks
All right.
her out.
All right. If Ray's
Then
in
she
it,
has to go on the road.
if Ray's in it, I'll give Natty
She's
Gann
got a hobo
shot.
bag. It's all the things that you
Sure,
want. Yeah,
sure,
yeah. It's a great film.
But Dream a Little Dream, though, was something special. Patton was waiting for that wife to die. Because then, let's face it, all those book royalties went to him. That thing sold a gajillion copies. And then he got to go. Didn't he do the book tour for the wife, the dead wife, too? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They have a daughter, though, so I don't know what is going to what. But yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
man, Patton Oswalt was a real piece of shit. Nah.
Yeah, well, yeah, he had to, he got backlash for that as well. He had to explain.
Yeah, he did.
He had to do a lot of explaining.
Which you should. How you getting married a year later after, how long was he married? Bob, how long was he married to the first wife?
Grief takes different forms.
Yeah, not terribly long. Let me look it up again. It was
Well,
like
they had a
2000
kid.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
just
like 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bob,
2005 to 2016.
Yeah, that's 11 years. That's a long time.
It is a long time.
It is.
But that's the phrase I'm going to use too. Grief takes different forms.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And nobody can judge how you grieve.
No, you can't. You can't.
For some people, it's with Natty Gann.
Other
For
people,
some
it's
people,
with Brendan Fraser. Yeah.
Brendan Fraser, yeah.
Yeah. We were close. You were close. B-Frage, though, is on an upswing, so who
I know.
knows?
You're welcome, Frage. I made that happen.
Yeah, you did make you.
Because
you
now
did
the
make him happen.
tattoo that I wanted to get of him is going to be like passe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is. Because you can't tattoo your own husband to your body, right?
No, but you can't
picture?
It's like I was loving Canal Reeve, and then he had a renaissance. But I think he's on the downward because of Matrix.
By the way, because of my illness that Jesse wished that I had died from when I was in the hospital, a lot of people were comparing me to Terry Schiavo. Okay? We don't get a lot of Schiavo references in the world anymore. When you send in things to the studio, just add a little note so I can thank you for it. I got a Terry Schiavo mug here.
Yeah, who sent that? Because
I don't know. It didn't have a note, but on the back,
I know I'm asking.
here's the beauty of it. On the back, it's the Wikipedia of Terry Schiavo.
Oh my gosh, brilliant!
And the case.
I always wonder. I was gonna get at the mall. There was like this. They were customizing hats, kind of like very gaudy. I was gonna have one made for you that says "I lived, bitch." But I was like, how do I tell the people? You know what I mean? It's like an older lady. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you explain this weird gift that you want to get for someone?
Sure.
Like, how did they? Was it Etsy? And they like sent him that in, right? Mm-hmm. To put on the mug.
Yeah.
That's the part I like to think about.
Either way, I love it. Schiavo for life. Mm-hmm. And R.I.P. She's passed away, right? She's no longer with us. It should be the front thing on Wikipedia.
She made a comeback.
Yeah, she's getting a reboot.
Is she alive?
No, she's not alive.
Okay.
Oh, is she having a renaissance as well?
Okay.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
she recovered. She's doing well. Lived happily ever after.
Yep.
All right. Some people said speaking of which, some people said we jinxed Betty White. I don't remember.
No, Betty White jinxed Betty
She
White.
spiked the
Yeah.
football way
That's
too early.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of listeners that wrote in saying, "Hey, you guys talked about it on air." We've done so many episodes that I don't really remember. But it seems like something we would have said.
Who said that, and how did they say we did it?
I think they said that I said that she was going to die at like 99 right before her birthday, and then that was going to be it, and it was going to be horrific and everything else. And that's exactly what happened. But write it in the thing. I'm going to go to the sponsor real quick. On the message boards, tell me which one that was, And
Which what?
I want to say it was a couple months ago. Probably before I went to the hospital. I said, hey, because I remember they were going to get ready to shoot the thing, and they did shoot it. They shot the special of her being 100, and they were going to air it on NBC, and it was going to be a tie-in with the Golden Girls and all this stuff. People magazine ran the magazine. Mm-hmm. Hey, Betty White turns 100. On the day she died, that was in... I went to go get something from the gas station, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, my God, dude, wait. It's just 17 days. 17 days. That's all you had to wait. Just stop the presses.
They already made it.
But she didn't.
Yeah,
That's
no,
Yeah, so I just think
No.
think they had to have been, because she died with people around her, so it wasn't like a surprise thing. So I think they must have had a little contingency for it being a memorial. In memoriam.
No.
You have to.
So here's what happened.
There's too much money.
Bob, pull up the People magazine thing.
Not the People magazine, but the
the
NBC
cover.
thing.
No, the cover. And I'll tell you why. Because there's a story to this as well. While you're doing that, I'm going to read ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Jabes.
Yes?
We had it shipped to the house.
We did.
In North Carolina.
We
had
did.
we had the pillows.
Yep.
And the sheets shipped
Yep.
to the house because I couldn't live without them. Greatest mattress company on the planet, ghostbed.com/drinking bros. They still have the bundle package up for sale, 40% off the adjustable base and the mattress. It is incredible. It is amazing. If you're not on it right now, what are you doing with your life? Okay? Mm-hmm. You and I prop that thing up every single night.
Yep.
Remote control.
Just so that the feet.
Everything. It's got a flashlight at the bottom so you don't trip.
USB port.
Yes, it's the greatest thing on the planet. If you want 30% off just singular items, you can still get that at ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Anything you want. The weighted blanket. I don't know what that is, but I want it. I want the weighted blanket. So, hey, go to ghostbed.com/drinking bros today. Where, as always, they got a 36-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest there at ghostbed.com/drinking bros. If you have decent credits, let's not come over with like a 480 and be like, dude, I didn't get the discount.
I mean, I was fine.
You were?
My credit's terrible.
Okay, great.
Oh. Well, then your credit has to be super bad for it to be.
Yeah. If you don't have Delco credit, then you're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Delco had to list his chains and what metals they were made out of.
Yeah. Is that real gold around your neck?
Yes.
It is.
Okay, good.
Well,
Plated, at least.
It was a gift.
It was a gift, so we don't know. But
who is it from?
It's definitely plated.
Is it from your girlfriend?
Don't worry about it.
Who else would it? What is a bro gonna give you that?
Probably his bookie. You know what I'm saying? Like spending so much money. His bookie probably gave him a gift.
Or
Just
your
the guy
mom?
that spots me at the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't hang out
What do you mean?
outside.
Was it your girlfriend? Of course.
You never know.
Or mom.
You never know.
Either one.
Yeah. Either way,
It was a lady.
It's a nice thing.
It was a lady.
It's a nice thing. And so is ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Go there for all your mattress needs. Bob, pull up the picture of People magazine. There it is. Betty White turns 100. Funny never gets old.
Funny never gets old.
So she has quotes in this article about, I'm just happy. One of the quotes was, I'm just happy to be alive this long, you know, and have lived all of the things.
At the time of the quote, it was true.
It was still short. You're short, okay? You didn't make it to 100. It says 100 on the whole thing.
She pulled a Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
Got to play to the final whistle.
Got to play to the final whistle before you do
Or
that.
maybe it was a big final joke and a big final fuck you.
That is a hilarious way to go out.
Yeah,
Seriously. Hey guys, and like have everybody plan everything, like keep talking it up and then just be like,
Yeah.
bye.
Betty White killed herself.
On New Year's Eve. Bye.
You know, I heard it was fentanyl. She went to get some Molly for New Year's Eve.
No,
and,
we had a friend at New Year's Eve that honestly asked us,
Yeah.
how?
So somebody on New Year's Eve, we were
How did
at a
she
friend's house,
die?
and they were like, "How did she die?" And I go,
What?
it was fentanyl." And they were like, "What?" And I go, "Yeah. She was doing Molly for New Year's in Australia, and because they have the first New Year's." And I was like, "She fucking kicked it." And I was like, "It happened." You know, same thing happened to Mac Miller and a bunch of people. And they were like,
bad
what?
stuff going around.
And I go, no, dude, that didn't happen. I was like, she died of being 99.
99.
That's the
I don't
cause
think
of
she
death.
was in the hospital. I think, but she was.
There is a conspiracy, though, out
That
there
what?
of how she died.
Crashed her Ferrari.
No.
Yeah,
That would have
flipped
been
her
great.
vet.
That'd have been great. There is a conspiracy on how she died. And the publicist had to come out yesterday and release a statement. So she just got the booster shot for COVID.
Please.
And they were saying, hey, was it the booster shot? It's my GMA kicked it on that second shot.
That's how
But she was
Lord.
88,
Yeah,
so-
Lord.
She was, but for
Same
me,
thing.
A gust of wind can kill you.
Exactly.
Over 80.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
But for me, like, we don't say happy, like my birthday's next month. We don't say happy 34th birthday. I'm still 33. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't say that out
Right.
loud. I haven't made it there yet, Japes. Okay? So we're not doing that. But in the article, they had to go back and ask People Magazine, hey, did you interview her and what was she like during the interview? Because it seems, if you pick up a copy of this People Magazine, which I did and I read, it seemed like there was a nice friendly convo that went down between Betty White and this reporter.
Sure
And they
did.
were asking the reporter, like, oh my God, you got the last interview. What was it like? How was she? Was she still with it and everything else? And then she had to cop to, hey, it was through email.
Through email.
Yeah. And she only answered the questions through email. So clearly Betty White knew. Because, look, she was doing a lot of public appearances, and then she just stopped doing it altogether and just retreated.
Yeah, she did one last, I think she got a Lifetime Achievement or something at an award show, and it got a little bit dicey. It's one of those speeches of an older person where you go, they kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of a little bit out there and a little bit weird. So after that, she didn't do anything else, I don't think. That was like kind of a live situation.
Davey in the chat here is saying Betty White's actual age was 100 years and 7 days if you include leap year days.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't on this show.
No.
It's not. That's an invisible fake day that we don't recognize.
Right.
So no, she died at 99. She doesn't get the 100. Okay.
Right.
She doesn't get it. It's birth certificate. Okay. That's what we're doing here. We're not cheating. Mm-hmm. And Betty White didn't cheat death. Okay.
No.
She.
I do always like to get the toxicology report, though,
Yeah.
before
For the fentanyl.
we make just for anything.
Before we make it, we'll reserve judgment on B. White.
Anyways, but I think we can close that chapter.
She was great.
She was great.
We have news of her last words.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
what were they?
What is this?
It's actually sweet and sad.
I
Got
thought-
a little touched.
This is the worst cocaine I've ever had. Was
Yeah.
that it?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I think she just kind of accepted that the cocaine wasn't good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was just like,
I get it. I had to ask. I
Yeah.
had to ask.
No, she just said her dead husband's name. She just said Alan.
Really?
And then slipped into.
So I will say this.
Really?
In every
Yeah.
interview she's ever
like
done,
from a movie.
in every interview she's ever done, though, she's always talked about this guy, her dead husband, and she never got remarried. He died 40 years ago, though. He died in 1981.
Yeah, she said once you've had the best,
Yes.
can't
Yeah.
go back.
She actually did say
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
real. She actually did say that. And she was like, dude, there's nobody else and that's it. But it was 40 years ago, which is, I assume what you would do when I pass
Can
away.
you imagine loving someone that much?
Yeah, I can, James. And that's what real
Can
love is.
you
yeah.
imagine?
Yeah.
I can't.
Why is Carol Burnett's head in that picture?
Did they
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Strange.
I think she was there. Who did?
It wasn't.
Threesome?
No, there were friends there. I'm saying there were friends there at her bedside.
Oh. Gotcha.
But
Okay.
let's not act like she wasn't getting side dick.
I don't know.
I think probably she didn't get remarried, right?
Right,
But
yeah.
she was
It's not like she's.
fine.
Maybe not.
Right?
Maybe not. Japes, I don't think you would, I think you'd respect my memory.
Yes.
And
Yes, and you won't know the difference either way. So I will say yes.
I will.
say yes.
I'll be
You'll
in
haunt my ass?
yeah, I'll be in the room. I'll be in the room.
Yeah, I don't give you my blessing either.
No.
You know,
no.
like some people are like, oh, it's like I just want you to be happy.
Yeah. No. Yeah, and then look, if you have another baby, like Khloe Kardashian's boyfriend, you know, then you know.
Right.
Then you know. That fucking guy.
I don't get it.
Last night he released a statement saying,
Had
I
to.
apologize for the humiliation, cheated on Khloe Kardashian again.
Right.
It's O.J. Simpson's daughter, okay? Have some respect,
What
Tristan
are you
Thompson.
doing?
Have
What
some
are you
respect.
doing?
Why do they continue to date people like this is what I don't get. You have to know what you're getting into. Homegirl's dating butthole eyes in that family. She's dating Tristan Thompson, for Christ's sakes. Like, you got to go with somebody like Alex Caruso. Somebody that's definitely not going to leave you and it's not getting side.
It's not good for the show.
It's
Yeah.
not, I guess.
Who's Alex Caruso?
He is the ugliest NBA player that I can think of. Can you pull up a picture of Alex Caruso?
He's had a little bit of a glow up since he got money.
Come on.
Oh, let's
He has.
see.
He has. Look, I need a recent photo. We
I
don't
think
need,
he shaved his
Give
head.
me a
No, show him the
recent-
fucking old photo
'cause he's-
first.
Yeah, but he's kind of jacked now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's had a renaissance. He's he's the Bulls photo.
So if you're going to date an NBA player, right, knowing what they do in every single city, yeah,
Which one am I?
the left. Come on, look at that guy.
No.
But that's the guy that's not going to cheat on
Sorry, is this the glow up or?
you. Yeah,
That's post glow up.
that's post glow up.
post glow
Yes.
up?
Hey, well,
Show
I'll
him
you
on the
before-
Lakers.
Okay, let's
show
go
him on the
before,
Lakers.
or else I'm
I'm
gonna
going to show you Texas
gonna
A&M.
cut Dan's
Yeah.
mic.
Oh yeah, show his college photo. I mean, it never. That's the glow up.
Anyways,
He's at least
look,
like a jacked Mr. Clean now.
Yeah, but so is fucking Bezos.
he
Nobody
hasn't
wants to
worked-
fuck him
He won't
either.
work his shoulders, I guess.
There he is. Look at that guy.
You know what?
Look at that. That was his college photo.
Better back then.
Yeah, but this is like probably freshman year.
It is. He went completely bald.
Yeah.
And
he's
He
balding
had like the
right
horseshoe.
in like an hour, he had a bozo ring. He had a B ring for the Lakers, and he was wearing a headband. I've
Yeah,
never
please.
seen a headband with a bozo ring. There you go.
There. Oh,
Yeah, that's much worse.
And he was like
He's
24.
he's keeping it going.
He was like
He is
24.
holding on tight to that little bit in the front.
24 in that photo.
Oh,
Yeah.
What a shame.
We all know the people that bald
Can you,
early, and
like-
it sucks.
This is the only man in the history of the Los Angeles Lakers who couldn't get laid in LA.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, he's just at a bar. He's like, yeah, I play for the Lakers. And they're like, no, get me another drink.
They're like,
They're like,
sure you
great.
do, bud.
Fucking
Sure you do.
terror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Sure you do.
when they won a championship. I think he wasn't even allowed. Like they thought they were like security stopped him and they were like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I play for the Lakers." And they're like, "No, you don't. You don't play for the Lakers." But my point is this, Chloe: if you want to date an NBA player who's not going to cheat on you, that guy's not going to.
I don't think they're dating, man. I mean, they were on again, off again, or whatever. She just wants his sperm, and I don't blame her.
Also, Heather brings up a good
guess.
point in the chat.
What?
People that bald that's a sign of high testosterone. So
Ah.
maybe he's just fucking.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Bezos is living his best life on New Year's. My God, if I see one more Bezos picture from New Year's Eve, Jesus Christ, man. I get he's on steroids. I just want the cocktail. Same with The Rock. That PewDiePie the other day released a video just outing like all the Marvel people for doing fucking steroids all the time.
So what?
Just put it out there. Well, all he's saying is like, hey, because like who was the guy we saw on Kelly Ripa the other day?
Kamel Nanjiani or whatever.
That guy looked like the Incredible Hulk.
Totally natural.
I have not seen him in a few years. When he showed up and he was
got
in a
new
sweater,
jaw. Yeah.
you can put the picture of Bezos up there. Was it like a 70s New Year's Eve party that he
You
was
know
at?
what's funny too is that's his girlfriend's ex right there.
The guy on the right is Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his current. That's Bezos' current girlfriend's ex.
What a world.
What a world.
They're Eskimo bros.
I know, right? What a world that happens.
Huh.
And then whoever the the guy in the middle,
Yeah.
we're not sure.
Wow. So wait, Tony Gonzalez used to date the fucking... Really?
Yeah.
Tony Gonzalez didn't give a fuck.
He's
He used to
he
bone...
can get it. He
Yeah.
can get it.
He used to bone this girl in The New Guy, so
Yeah.
I heard the stories.
He can get it.
He got sloppy. He got sloppy with leaving used condoms and shit out. And it was just like, it's like he had extra pads, like extra crash pads. And it was
Yeah.
like, oh, hey.
I would if I were him.
Tony Gonzalez?
Yeah.
The ladies love Tony Gonzalez. He was a pimp for years. He played for the Falcons. pimp in Atlanta. Jesus Christ.
Even more so now. He's got the little salty,
A
little peppery.
He's never aged, that guy. He's looked like that for 40 fucking years. It's crazy. I understand the Tony Gonzalez for sure. I want to say, Delco, you asked us if we could join you in the Succession train in the conversation. We finally finished it over New Year's. The hype is real. We're all in. The only problem now is it's going to be like a year and a half before we get more of that.
I know.
You know what we did hop on? Giorgio's not here, and I was going to absolutely burn him to the ground and trash him horrifically.
For?
Recommending a series to us, and I thought it was going to be something completely lame. How did Giorgio?
What did he recommend?
Yellow Jackets was
he
his.
did?
He did. That was him.
Of course he did.
And he said it on the show, and he goes, that's got to be your next obsession after you start Succession. And we were thinking about going to the new season of Yellowstone, and I was like, I'm going to watch 10 minutes of Yellow Jackets just so we can trash Giorgio on air.
Right.
And then we got hooked on it.
Right.
It's on Showtime. Have you seen it?
No. But you know what comes out in March?
What's that?
Atlanta.
Oh, finally.
Oh.
What, do they take 3 years
you
off?
know what? Ozark's supposed to come out this month.
Is it really? Mm-hmm. No way.
Yeah. January 22.
Okay. All right.
So we'll have
and we're getting
Ozark.
Righteous Gemstones back in like a week. So, yeah, we're going to have a lot. But Yellow Jackets, I'm in on. Giorgio's working on American Party podcast in the other room right now. But, man, we get sucked into that fast.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. Showtime. I think it's the only time we've watched Showtime in, when's the last time? When's the last good Showtime series? I know a lot of people went back for the Dexter reboot. I'm not.
No,
not
I
doing
did not.
that.
Last time you watched Showtime was probably for a Jake Paul fight.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. I actually went back for a Benicio vehicle.
Oh, that's right. Was that the jail one?
Yep.
Yeah.
True story.
Where he was banging Rosanna Arquette?
Not Rosanna, the other one.
Was that the trans one? Rosanna Arquette is the...
Nope.
No?
That's Carrie.
The trans Arquette, I forget. Alexis Arquette.
That's it.
She's dead.
Yeah, she's
really?
dead.
R.I.P.
The hot Arquette.
Well, I mean, she got a little bigger.
Yeah, her boobs got a little bigger. You know, when you get bigger sometimes, everything gets bigger.
She had huge tits in that show. And you can't even remember the name of it. I think Ben Stiller produced it.
He directed it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Whatever it was, though, that was the last.
Escape from Dannemora or something like this.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That was the last one we watched over there, and then we flopped on over for Yellow Jackets, and I'm in. It's a weird story. It's not to give anything away. It's about a high school girls soccer team from the 90s who gets in a plane crash and then lives in the mountains and very alive. It feels like early on.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens with it. And
it's fun.
It's fun.
A lot of disappointed people when they're like, oh, sick. Movie about high school chicks eating each other. And then it's...
Yeah.
Then it's just a soccer team.
Yeah, and then it's like not really that. Yeah.
Christina Ricci, by the way, another one. She's like Tony Gonzalez. She's looked the same for 40 years.
So true.
It's weird.
I do love a Juliette Lewis, which is why I initially tuned in.
How old is Juliette Lewis now? I did a movie with her.
You can put...
She's rad, by the way.
Space years or Earth years?
Either way.
Because she is a Scientologist.
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah, she is.
She's
That's
48.
true. 48. Okay.
48.
My guess was 50, so...
Yeah. She's not like one of those that you're like, she looks great.
Body-wise, she does.
Yeah.
The rest, it's tough. Like, she's
But she's
rage.
48.
Well, no, but she was in a
48-year-old
rock
white
band,
woman.
too.
Yeah.
For years, and, like, she lived that life. I mean, she went fucking hard, dude. Real hard.
Yes. Yes, she did.
And...
Escape at Dannemora, yeah.
Yeah. You see it in there, but the Yellow Jackets thing, I'm in. It's a great show.
Yes.
Great show.
Yes.
The Elizabeth Holmes verdict is in.
Yes.
Finally.
That crazy bitch.
What is she going to get out of this?
Crazy
How many?
bitch.
She's up
Well-
probably the rest of her life?
It depends on what they actually end up doing, right? But she was found guilty on 9 out of 11 counts. Mostly wire fraud, and then I think one.
I thought it was 4 out of 11.
4 out of 11? Mm-hmm.
But each one carries like a sentence of 20
20
years.
years,
Yeah. She's going away. Weird lady.
Psycho. Sociopath, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Is she going to the cupcake jail or is she going to the real pokey?
It's sort of like a Madoff thing, right? And she defrauded millionaires, right?
Yes.
Really, really rich investors.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's not the same kind of, it doesn't hit the same as like taking old people's retirement, right?
Right.
But it's still very blatant. If you followed it from the beginning, it's the craziest story of some blonde lady that was obsessed with, who's Apple guy?
Tim Cook?
No.
Steve Jobs.
Jobs.
Yeah.
Obsessed with Jobs, dressed like him, deepened her voice like
Yep.
him, and started this biotech company. That's medical stuff, and was, touted as this dropout. So she dropped out of college.
Yeah.
And now is in charge of a biotech, which is insane. It's not like, I dropped, because it was a thing back in the day, like that they all dropped out of college and started their tech company, right? So she went that kind of route, and they would call her the dropout, and every podcast, everything, whatever, was the dropout. Which when we look back at it, we go, why were we listening about really intricate medical science, like impossible things from this weird lady that dropped out of college, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't even in for medical. But anyway.
No need. Do you need a degree for something like that?
And
Medical is
what
just
I
stuff
think
you can make
kind
up.
of is that she is definitely to blame, but so are all these rich men that went along with it. I have to say, there's a sort of embarrassment that's involved, right? Of these guys that are like, oh, I didn't ever check.
Was she fucking them?
No,
Okay.
but she definitely was, charming or whatever,
Sure.
and she would go after older white men investors. The people that actually outed her were like the grandsons of these guys that were like, hey, grandpa, like this is
Not real.
a little bit weird, right? I've been there, been to the lab. It's not real.
Yeah.
And grandpa's like, oh, you're crazy. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know how long she's going to get. I just wanted it to be out that like she was like kind of a little bit crazy, really lied her way to a $9 billion evaluation, which in some ways, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
With literally no real company. That's
It happens a
impressive.
lot.
That's impressive.
Yeah. It happens a lot, especially with tech companies.
With tech companies, it's different because you're not dealing with... So once they started getting into the realm of people getting wrong diagnosis, right? Because you get like a finger prick and then it gives you all your labs, right?
Right.
There was like people that, were getting like AIDS diagnosis, like whatever, all this stuff. So once it got into that realm, then it's like, okay, what the fuck, right?
Sure.
But when you're just lying about your company and getting money, it really is, that's sort of how they were saying it in the trial of like, that's what everybody does. Like, sorry that this one was just medical, but like, it's the same as any other tech company that goes, we have this crazy company, and then it ends up not being real.
I've been pitched so many of these like different apps and like tech shit, and
I
they're
think
like, look,
yeah.
just read ads for it, and then we'll invest and everything else. And I'm like, what is it that what is it? And 99% of them are like, well, it's this one thing that's kind of like this other thing, and you're like, oh, but you have no plan or nothing in place and no patents and everything else, and so I understand, and everybody sees like a crypto.com, Matt Damon, and they think, oh, it's going to be massive overnight. She just happened to get caught in this one and was kind of hot. That's what kind of like why the spotlight was on her. Otherwise, let's face it, if this was an ugly woman.
No, it's the voice.
Yeah.
It's the voice.
But both. Like, remember the courtroom drawings they were showing? And you were like, whoa, that is way hotter than what she actually looks like. You and I were like, what the fuck is that?
I mean, if you do see her now, like, she's got some boobs.
Yeah.
She's got her hair blown out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
She is really trying to use all of the things that she always has used, right? So, look.
Didn't work.
Well, we don't know. We don't know the
No,
sentencing.
she's going away. There's no way. She's getting out of that.
She is. I just don't know. I really don't know for how long, to be honest.
Okay.
I really don't.
All right. Last but not least here, BlackBerry decided to pull the plug today. They're dead. I didn't know they were still going. Did you?
Never. I haven't seen them in.
BlackBerry was a B tier meme stock.
Yep.
Yeah.
People are trying to get in.
After AMC, people were like, BB to the moon next.
Yeah.
We tried to save them. Didn't work.
You know who was a huge champion of it was Obama. And he refused to give up his BlackBerry when he was in the White House. And I remember that being
Hillary
a thing.
too.
When he was elected, BlackBerries were dope.
Yeah.
Like in 08?
Yes.
It was BlackBerry versus iPhone.
Yeah.
It was Hillary that was hanging on to hers for way too long.
People.
Because when Obama was there, he's right. That was like the.
No. But as his second term, because he was in there for 8 years.
Oh, true.
That's how much technology changed over the years. And then obviously everybody switched to an iPhone. But with this, people fucking loved BlackBerries, dude. Like, I mean, love them. I like them for the texting, you know, because it was like a big button and it was like sweet. But, you know, gun to head.
Oh my God, I could not use it now.
Gun to head, I'd go Sidekick for sure. I could definitely use a Sidekick today. Did you have that, the flip Sidekick?
No.
That just flipped up and then flipped back down. So it looks like this, right? When you flipped it back down, but on the flip up, it was a nice keyboard. I like the big keys. By the way, that's what I like about this new computer. I always said I would finally get a new, like the other one was like a 2013, I think. Everything that I bitched about.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, flip that up. There's the Sidekick. Put that on the screen. There we go. Boom. Look at how big those keys are. Amazing.
Yeah.
You could really text fast. Not with these goddamn things.
I just missed the wild.
I misspell everything because my fingers are too big for the goddamn thing. So I'm like, God damn it, man.
Right, I haven't heard that too much. But what?
I just missed the Wild West of cell phones.
So do I.
Where there's more choice.
Yeah.
Where there was like 100 different fucking cell
Yeah.
phones.
Yes. There's like the Motorola flip.
We're down to like 2. But the Sidekick I could still rock for sure. The flip phone I loved. It just didn't have enough memory on it for all the shit that I have and production-wise. But it's still a nice burner phone, you know, when I need it.
Oh yeah, you do have the Razr, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The audience came through for my birthday.
They really did.
And I have I still have it. It's just not enough storage on it. These fucking things, this is a full terabyte on there.
Yeah.
Crazy. But they just didn't adapt, man. And that sucks,
Right.
you know? R.I.P. BlackBerry.
Evolution, man.
R.I.P. Sidekicks, too.
Right.
I would,
R.I.P. pagers.
well, look, if we're going back to that time,
Then what?
I would do all of it. I don't need any of this
Congrats.
shit. Like, even with
Although
this,
you do need a payphone world for a pager to work. Do you know what I'm saying?
or just a house phone. You know, boom,
you
I'm going to
need to
call
be
him the
able
house phone. Because we're watching the Yellow Jacket shows in the 90s, and Homeboy was getting paged yesterday, you know, in the show. But with this new computer, here's why I wanted to wait for this computer, this one in particular. Do you know that the fucking keyboard and all that shit is identical to the old one? The 2013, they took off all the bullshit on it. So, like, I don't have the emojis or the slide thing or you have it, right?
I do. I like it.
Yeah, I hate it.
Sure.
So, and apparently everybody else did too.
Right.
So they went back to the old thing. The keyboard on this goddamn thing is identical to the other one. They were like, oh, hey, do we add all that stupid shit that nobody really needed? Sorry, we'll just go back to the old way. So therefore, I love this. I love it. You know? Is it faster? Not really. They talk about, it's the new M1 chip or whatever. Like, is it faster than the other computer? I guess by like maybe 5 seconds or something like that. But it's like, is there anything that urgent where you need to rip open a computer and it's like 5 seconds away?
You're pretty impatient. I would assume that because you'll like press something, but it's not coming up.
Yeah.
So
But
I think that 5 seconds is going to be
with this
a huge difference.
Internet's kind of the same. Everything else is kind of the same, where it's just like, it's all right. It's not, it's not. The battery life is great. I don't think I've charged this thing in like 15 days or something. But other than that, same. It's the same fucking computer.
Right.
It's the same bullshit.
Right.
We're just kind of tweaking things to go back to the old ways. And that's it. I'm not going into the VR world and the other bullshit that goes along with that. Everybody keeps sending me in the videos of grandparents trying to knock out, in some boxing
You'll try
game.
it at some point.
I doubt it.
It'll be somewhere. You'll try it.
If you die and then I'm stuck in a room, doing a bunch of weird drugs, then you can pop a VR set on me and it's like, all right, great. I don't really care. I'll take invisible swings at things or snow ski or whatever they're
somewhere.
Doing. Maybe.
You will. You'll pop it on. You'll get on a hoverboard, crash into the tree. You'll do all that stuff. I'll get a video of it.
Pop it up.
Meow.
Pop it up on your TikTok. Yeah. You never use your social media?
No, I do.
When's the last time you posted on Instagram?
I think my son's 3rd birthday.
Okay.
So we're coming up on a year.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
I do a story. Look, if you make it easy for me and you just like make it so I can press that button of add to your story, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Sure.
Pretty much Bill does it. He's good at it.
Where
he'll just like tag me so I can just literally put it.
It was Jagger's birthday, right? Mm-hmm. August. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
on the grid, but I've done stories. If I'm on a show, if someone asks me to be on their show, I'll post in stories.
You know what's funny? I will say this, like after getting out of the hospital, I use it less and less. Social, and trying to go through DMs and all that shit, no. I'm not going to do that anymore.
Yeah.
It's just, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That did help out with like the aspect of like spend more time with your family and kids and not be on the phone so much.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, all right, great. I don't really. If you have to DM me, the chances are you don't have my cell phone number,
Right.
So fuck.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, if something's coming up,
Yeah.
seltzer launch or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the seltzer's coming out soon.
I don't know.
We keep running into crazy issue. There's that fucking snowstorm now.
Snowstorm. And we really do want people to be able to all come to one place. We want everyone, Craig, Reed, Rube, whatever. We want everyone to be able to fly out, be together, have a crazy thing. And I don't know when that
we were supposed to launch the seltzer at SHOT Show. Vegas put in mask mandates again and all that other stuff. 2 people to a table and everything else like that. That doesn't suffice for somebody like Richard Danoff, like Big Dick Danoff,
No, he's not going to follow those rules.
He needs to pull out. Was it a fanny pack he had, Delco? Because he had $15,000 in cash. You guys were
fanny pack,
thick as thieves, the two of you guys, betting everywhere.
Yeah.
He likes to pull out the money. I'll never forget when he pulled up to, what was it, the McGregor fight we were at?
McGregor Poirier.
Yes.
Yeah.
We go to Vegas and I'm like, hey, do you want to hang, whatever? And he goes, no, I'm looking for that high roller casino. Walked right in, fanny pack with $15,000 in cash and just started immediately hammering home.
Yeah.
And then I would see him disappear with Delco.
Right.
All the time.
So
I'm not going to we're not doing Vegas for a mask mandate and to have twosies at a table and to be separated by glass and all that other shit. What was it yesterday? They're saying 1 million people. It's like 1 million people a day are getting the Omicron variant or whatever it is. So we'll wait and kind of figure it out where everybody, like you said, can all be together and we can have something proper. I just don't know when that is.
Right. But I think you should be able to pre-order fairly soon.
Oh, yeah.
You guys will
of course.
figure that out.
And
but
we'll do that on...
We do want to do... You may even have it before we have our hard, launch.
Launch, yeah, like a launch party. Texas is still we're still fine here. So maybe we'll have to do it here. But, it's weird because, the Super Bowl we always cover for Drinking Bros. This year it's in L.A. and it's like, no, not going to do it. Not going to do Los Angeles.
No.
If I can avoid Los Angeles for the rest of my life, that'd be great.
Well, yeah, Los Angeles. I mean, I'm going to go back to California for sure.
Well, I enjoy where you live, where you're from. I think that's great.
Right.
But Los Angeles itself as a whole, like I'm all done with.
For sure.
I'm good to go. I'll fly back to go where you live. I think it's beautiful, and they've got their shit together as far as like mask and everything.
Stuff,
Yeah. But I'm not doing Los Angeles
No.
at all. And that Super Bowl, somebody was posting on here that's that Super Bowl tickets for the last row were going for $7,200. Wait, they don't have Super Bowl tickets yet, and the Gen Pop tickets haven't been released yet. The rule of thumb on that is just wait until like 2 days before, the day before, to buy Super Bowl tickets. That's when they'll be the cheapest. Don't try to get them now. When a listener wrote in and said, I think my favorite team is going. I'm like, well, let's make sure your team actually makes it.
For sure.
Because I thought Ohio State was going to win the national championship before the year started. And that's not what happened. Right. So therefore, wait and make sure your team actually makes it. And then wait on tickets about 48 hours before and then buy them if you're actually going. Los Angeles, though, they got a new stadium, but I think they're all masked up as well. So gross.
Are they again? They weren't during the playoffs, MLB playoffs.
Yeah, they're
LA?
back. Same with
Yeah.
Vegas, by the way. So when we went to Vegas, there wasn't mask or any of that other shit. They're now back to that. New York is now back to that. I heard today, I think, let me confirm this, that they were going to shut down the subways. Yeah, they're going to cut the subway service. So they've suspended half of the subway services in New York City as of today. They're saying due to a crew shortage. Obviously, people don't want to come. If you have never been on the subway in New York, it's the dirtiest people alive. So it's like, hey, on top of that, yeah, if you're getting Omicron if you get on one of those trains.
It's the most fun people.
I don't doubt that
I
the
think.
crew is staying home from that and being like, great. I'm not only am I getting paid shitty, but I got to deal with these fucking dirty hobos on the train. There's no way. So yeah, they're cutting some of the rail lines back and all that stuff. It's true. It's true. That isn't like you hop on one of those trains, you might as well just lick the railing and get Omicron and be done with it right then and there. Just give it a nice, just a little lick, you know?
Yeah.
Just gotta lick the like you're getting it.
Right.
You're getting it on one of those trains. So
Right.
If you're there, and I think they got blasted by that snowstorm too, right? Was that where Sean was at? Was he in New York?
He's here.
Sean, were you in New York? Is that where you couldn't get out of?
I mean, he's not here.
He's taking notes for APP.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I made it like 2 a.m. Last night.
Yeah. Delco made it in time.
Delco made it.
Delco made it in time.
Good chance that in a month or so, I'm going to get stuck in Hawaii.
Really?
We have to go to a wedding in Hawaii for like a very close friend of my wife. And apparently they quarantine you for 10 days if you test positive.
They do, yeah. Yeah, they're super strict in Hawaii.
So I'm going to take my laptop and maybe work remote from a Motel 6 in Hawaii for a little bit.
Yeah, there is no
He
Motel
is
6 in Hawaii.
bummed.
Yeah,
He is bummed. Guys.
yeah.
Hey, guys, I'm just forewarning you, okay?
I remember two of
I
our
might get caught. I might have to stay in Hawaii.
friends got they got quarantined in Hawaii right when COVID first broke out, and they made everybody stay for 14 days. I will say this, Bob. If they do the same thing, I think they cut the hotel rates down to like $100 a night, and they were staying at the Four Seasons for $100 a night, and they were there for like 3 weeks. So, get it, Bob.
Sick.
The
Get it.
only
Just
problem.
test positive.
Well, here's the thing. The only problem they said was they just leave like food outside your door. You don't actually get to pick what you want. I think so.
Ugh.
But that's what. Okay.
Yeah.
And you can't leave.
Do I
like,
get a
sure,
balcony?
you're
Yeah.
in Hawaii.
Yeah,
But you can't leave the room.
I know.
You need to. What is it in White Lotus?
Have you and your
Need a
wife
dipping
spent time
pool,
alone?
yeah.
That much time alone since the baby?
Well, it's not like the baby talks to us. So yeah, we spend a lot of time alone
Yeah.
together.
Well, I mean, but just the two of you guys without a baby crying or doing something with the baby, playing with the baby, because you might hate each other now.
Yeah, no. The only time we spent together was at Spider-Man. We didn't talk.
Yeah, you didn't say a word.
Yeah, the one night out. That's what I was gonna say. Like the one night out. Let's go to a dark room, babe.
Yeah,
And
not
not
talk
talk
to
to
each
each other. That's why, like, we kind of stopped. Well, I put the kibosh on going to movies only because I was like, dude, I don't get a lot of time out. I'm going to whoop it up, rip it up.
Yep.
Like, we're going somewhere. I'm going to eat, drink, talk.
Yeah.
But I respect that.
Respect it, Bob.
He's in the shit of it.
Tobey
though,
Maguire was the one that got you out of the house.
Oh yeah.
He's in the
Man.
shit of it. He just wants to sit and not have anyone talk to him, and I get that.
Was Tobey Maguire today's age, or did they reverse age him with like CGI?
Today's age.
No reverse aging.
Okay.
It's very much Toby now.
Yeah. Toby now. Andrew Garfield looked great.
Always.
How does Toby look now?
He looks
looks
fine.
good.
Yeah, he looks pretty good.
He always looks like Tobey Maguire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always looked a little older than he should have been anyways.
The only problem is that now I know he's a psycho. And so I kept thinking that as I was watching it.
Why is he a psycho?
He was the fucking like wild, like crazy, super mean celebrity from Molly's Game that they didn't name, who like blackmailed her and would like be like, all right, I'll give you your $5 million back if you like bark like a seal for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
He was part of like Leo's.
Bob likes
Pussy
to come
posse.
out
Yeah.
with these like weird revelations. Remember the last one was Bowie?
Yeah.
We were like, Jesus, Bob.
Speaking of Bowie, by the way, he just sold his catalog yesterday for $250.
Well, probably
He
because
didn't.
Bob's launching some
Well,
big
yeah.
campaign against it, and the family knows what's coming down.
Yeah, Bowie's estate sold the entire catalog for $250. I was pissed about it.
250.
250 million.
That's
Million. Not 250,000. 250 million. Springsteen sold his for $500 million.
Right.
I was pissed off about it when I read it because Bowie's catalog, in
But
my
what I
opinion,
told you-
destroys Springsteen.
yes, but what I told you is Springsteen is more commercial than Bowie. Bowie's great. It's awesome, but you can you can sell, I think, more, Preparation H or whatever with a Springsteen, right?
No.
Or like okay.
Ground Control to Major Tom
For
changes.
what? For
Let's
what?
dance.
What is the product for Ground Control to Major Tom?
Every fucking Amazon commercial,
Of
SpaceX. Yeah.
Ram?
Yeah. Ground Control to Major Tom.
Okay.
And it's just a Ram truck going up a mountain.
Okay.
Where you're like, oh, shit. Is that thing going to drive off into the ocean? Nope. It's
Okay.
going to drive down the cliff with a new
Well, you get a
four-wheel
choice of
drive,
that
side by
or
side. Fuck
a
you.
Springsteen song, like a working man's. You know what I mean? For the Ram, if we're going Ram,
Okay. The Rising. Head on up for the
which one are you
rising.
gonna?
Look, Let's Dance, though. I mean, there's so many. We
What's
went
the
through
product?
the Bowie catalog with everything.
What's the product for Let's Dance?
TikTok. That's it. Just TikTok commercials. Join TikTok.
Or like a Depends.
Yeah.
Let's Dance, and it's like some lady with a diaper. You can't see it,
Nope.
right? It's one of the like more sheer ones.
All filled up.
Let's Dance.
Yeah. It's all filled up. It's
Put
got
on
2
your-
gallons
yep.
of piss in it. That's what's, Bowie's is devastating. Look, it is what it is. And his estate did it. But it was 26 albums. 26 fucking Bowie albums.
Sure.
Springsteen's higher than Bowie. What world are we living in?
Might have been the 16-year-old situation.
Might have been. Maybe Bob was the one that got the price down on that.
People listen to this show.
Yeah.
It was 13, by the way, but
Who's 13?
who's counting?
That's right.
Yeesh.
We blocked it out, Bob.
Yeah,
we
Bob.
blocked it out. We made her
Blocked it out.
older.
Yeah.
Because she looked older, huh?
We love to end on a dark note, so let's just leave it on that.
It's 13.
Thanks, Bob.
by the
It's
way.
13. Might as well rename the show. It's 13.
How
Just
about
wait
it's-
for the very
How
end.
about she was 13, by the way?
She was 13, by the way.
That's
Yeah.
a great title.
Yeah.
Can I say?
All right.
We would get yanked off YouTube in like 10 seconds for that.
Fine.
She was 13, by the way. And that's it. Mm-hmm. Go to iTunes,
Yeah,
rate the
yeah.
show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. It's all the advertisers care about, kids. That's it. Do it. New year. Same fucking thing with iTunes. Don't try to leave a review through your BlackBerry. They are turning off the devices today. So that is it.
That is it. And
Today's the final day.
Thursday, we're going to have a double Crime Corner
Really?
brought to you by Bobbert
Really?
on New Year's Eve. Yeah.
This, Bobber?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of them really cracks me up.
Yeah.
All right.
And then there's one that's like, holy shit. So
Double
we'll have like
Crime
a fun
Corner.
one. Yeah, a double Crime Corner.
Sure. All right, let's get after
You're
it.
welcome.
Let's get after it. New Year's, same us. Thanks for tuning in, kids. We'll see you on Thursday. For Jesse Weissman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolution. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.